Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hey everyone. I'm Hal from How. Oh my god. Oh wait. Okay, I'm hearing myself. Hold on. Stop. Okay. Hey everyone. I'm Hal from How Product. No.
You're doing the intro wrong. What the heck?
I'm Hal.
I'm
And we
Mal.
are
How
Hal
Mal
Production.
Productions. Hello.
This is my stream now. You don't exist. To be fair,
Um,
you've done that to me how many times?
to be fair though, I'm not always expecting you to be there for the intro.
But I'm usually. What do you mean we call before we? Whatever. How
Listen,
are
I
you
get
all
confused.
doing?
You have no excuse.
You are the one that gets a piece of cardboard mixed up with your own sibling. Flesh and blood.
That's not my fault.
What?
You were the one to
Anyways,
suggest cardboard, Hal.
whatever. How are the rest of y'all doing? I hope you guys have a good week ahead of you.
My tummy hurts. That's how I'm feeling.
Oh, okay. What did you do to make your tummy hurt?
I ate a burrito.
Wheel.
Anyway,
So what are we doing today?
I am drawing gesture drawings. Let's just put
And
my tablet
silhouettes.
in front of me. See,
Silhouettes.
I don't know what they mean by silhouettes.
That's basically like just like a solid black and white. You know? So like you do the you need to switch to the art screen, by the way.
No more feet. I know. I'm just like,
Yeah,
okay.
I know the feet are gone. I'm
Behind
good. Our
me
next.
is my reference.
Oh my god. They're so pretty. Okay,
Yeah, look at
I'm
that.
good. Our next marketing campaign still hasn't started yet, so I've had almost nothing to do at work. Hey. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. I'm the type of person that, like, if I don't have something to do, I kind of lose my mind. Um, but
You
also
thought
it
you
can be
could get
very
rid of me,
overwhelming.
fake Hal. But I'm still here and I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did. I'm feeling like a true survivor. Okay.
What music are you listening to?
No, I'm responding to what Sky said.
Oh. I'm still standing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, poor headache. You also have a headache? No. Oh, are you the same here that like you go crazy if you don't have work to do?
I found
I
a life hack. Cold spray immediately gets rid of headaches. Um, just spray it at your head wherever it's in pain, and it'll immediately go away.
You spray it where it's in pain, or I thought you just sprayed your
Where it's in
forehead?
pain. Don't spray your
Okay.
forehead. Don't try to spray it like into your face. Spray it in your head.
Wait, what?
Like
Spray it in
don't
your
don't
head?
spray your like eyes with it because that would be bad.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What's cold spray?
Cold spray is a thing that my physical therapist told me to get. It's apparently cheap and it immediately gets rid of headaches if you spray it where your head hurts.
Hmm. I'm gonna need some.
So yeah,
Yeah, I wish I
life.
had more to do. Is basically nothing. Yeah, I've been busy this week. Luckily, this next week I'm gonna be pretty free, but next week, oh, I'm not gonna be on here anymore. I'm gonna be well. No, yeah, next week I'm gone basically because it's just I'm doing everything. My assistant manager wanted me to do other people's files, but when I tried to, those people messaged me in Teams saying not to. Oh, okay. Yes, Sky. You gonna start drawing?
I was waiting because I'm kind of trying to do this in I think 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to start a timer?
Yeah. Well, I
Play
have
some
the timer
D.
up
Oh no.
here, but I'm
Oh, you
waiting to
have a
start
timer.
it so that I can
Okay.
like focus.
Ready, steady, go.
Okay. Let's
What's my
see.
latest D&D theory? Okay. So, this is gonna sound. This one's a wild one, but I'm starting to think that maybe the Council of Power maybe jumped the gun. How certain are we that the assistant mayor of that town was actually the one that was like causing all the issues? Because looking back, we only knew that because that's what the people in the town said. But how do the people in the town know that? And then he also like was really okay. The Council of Power, very suspicious group, right? But they were originally a loser group, an underdog group with no friends. The guy Veil Scared said the Council of Power did it. Okay. Oh wait, I think you're right. Yeah, the Council of Power, suspicious. Yeah, and I think he also recognized the mayor. I could be wrong. Not the mayor, the assistant mayor. Whatever. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I know I'm right. I'm kind of suspicious as to why the Council of Power very suddenly has so many members, because they were an underground loser group before, right? Because I was like editing. I'm still editing. Which, by the way, okay. Editing, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love editing other people, but the moment I start talking, oh my god, I can't. Having to listen to yourself on a recording, I don't think anyone likes it, but like, everyone has their interesting things that they do when they're talking that I have to edit out. Some people like laugh right at the end of whenever they say something. Mal does that, for example. What's their marketing secret and how can I get my hands on it? True. But I think they liked being an underground group before because, I mean, their whole thing is about like gaining power, right? And if their whole thing is about gaining power, then like they might go to like a little bit nefarious, maybe not so legal means. But if they're not underground because they have a million members, they can't really do that easily. And now they're saying that the Glink is the reason why that they're like, I don't know. I think it's suspicious. That's a really
Jesus,
big pan.
I know, I'm struggling. I don't need you to tell me. Why are their arms are so long? The heck?
Arms are pretty long.
Thanks.
I think that there's more into the Council of Power than meets the eye. That's making them more and more suspicious than. But I don't know. And they have the star piece. Like, how the hell they get that? Where did they get it? When? How many pieces are there to the star? Because I remember their symbol. I can't remember how many. It had a star shape on it, but I can't remember how many. I think it was 4. I think it was for each element. So, okay. Scratch that theory. I don't know. But I notice I do this thing a lot when I'm like talking where I jump from like topic to topic and I don't even realize I do it. It's like I have like 3 conversations happening at once and I never finish a single thought. And like, well, some people like, oh, they have a little laugh at the end. I can cut that out. Some people like add a lot of extra words that are unnecessary, like kind of, sort of, a little bit that makes them sound a little less confident. I can cut those out to make them sound more confident. But because I never finish my thoughts, I can't add words back in. I mean, I kind of can. I can. I did that recently because I was just so sick of like trying to make whatever nonsense I said work. I don't know how anyone understands me. Anyways. Have you ever done gesture drawings before?
Not necessarily. I mean, I've
Yeah,
done
I'm
them in
kind of.
observational drawing, but I think I have. I've used line of action to do gesture. No, I am out of time.
Yeah, I knew you'd be out of time.
I was struggling. Okay, I was struggling really bad.
Well, so the point of gesture drawings is to be very loose.
Yeah,
I
I
think
couldn't do that. This is my first one.
Yeah, I think this might sound maybe a little weird. Whenever you do the 5-minute doodles, do that. Basically do that.
That's
Do what
harder
you
to
do when you do 5-minute doodles.
I'm going back, okay? I'm gonna give myself another 5 minutes.
What? That's not gesture.
I don't
That's
care.
cheating. You're cheating.
Listen, they never said I had to take 5 minutes to do it. They just said draw figures, okay?
They said gesture.
Well, I don't care.
Cheating, schmeating, Hal. What?
Oh, look, more feet.
I would be, basically do it, like, as loose as possible. Don't worry about, like, accuracy. Get more vibes than accuracy for gesture. And then
Well,
you
I
can
didn't
kind
get
of,
the
like,
vibe very well, so I'm giving myself more time.
okay. Well, next time, try and do it all without picking up your pen.
No,
It'll help you, I promise.
I don't want to do that.
Give it a shot.
No.
Okay.
There we go. I just
That's
needed
usually-
that time to draw that. Okay, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
Okay,
But if you try and draw with one line,
Ah! Jeez. Hold on. Shush. I'm gonna make you small. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
if you try and draw in one line, like without picking up your pencil, it'll force you to become looser.
I am loose. This was my first one, okay? I needed a minute.
Well, you're a very clean sketcher, is the thing.
I'm plenty loose. Shush. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That sounds weird to say.
Shut up. It's fine. I've got this. Just need a
Did
minute.
you eat before stream or are you hangry?
Huh? I
Did you
did eat. I did eat. I said I ate
You did say you
burritos.
ate burrito, that's right.
I
You
hate
seem a
this.
bit hangry.
I'm not hangry. I'm just stressed. I don't like being on time limits. I'm
You
really
usually don't have that
struggling.
many. You know, speaking of being hangry, actually, I have no idea how this transitions. I just want to complain about something. I'm not hangry. But, okay. Actually, I don't like complaining. Because I don't like putting, like, negativity into the world, you know? It's not like, I feel like putting negativity into the world, it's just like I hate complaining because it feels unproductive, I guess. But at the same time, I'm so annoyed. Insurance is a scam. I don't understand a thing about it. It's just this morning I was trying to call my insurance because they're not being very nice. They are kind of screwing me over a lot right now. So I went to call them to try and resolve the issue, and they screamed at me over the phone that I was not calling the right number. And then later I explained to them, no, I did call the right number. You are who I'm trying to talk to. And they still like gave me so much attitude. I hate phone calls. I hate them. They're not fun. Does not help when the person you're talking to is screaming at you and calling you stupid when you are trying to fix an issue that they caused. So, that's one thing that being an adult, I have to deal with a lot more than I ever had to. Having to call and figure out my own medical issues is scary.
I hate this. I hate doing this. Ugh,
You know what I think could also help you?
no.
Okay. To be fair, having to work in a call center would drive me to the point of screaming at people too. I mean, yeah, but I was being really polite. Like, they. It was really rude. Like, I understand those people are under a lot of stress, but also, I can only have, like. It's not fair for me to have to be, like, incredibly patient with people. And then for them to, like, not give me the same, just basic respect. You tell me I'm gonna be so nice it ticks them off more. I mean, I was being nice back. No, you yell at me, I'm gonna be so nice it ticks them off more. Okay.
This is wrong. This is very wrong. I need to like change that a little and do more of like
Thing is, all
this.
the people I was talking to, like,
Jesus.
pharmacy, doctors, attorneys, stuff like that, were like, you need to go Karen on them, speak to their manager, all this other stuff, because they aren't giving me any information and they're treating me like I'm stupid. And, ugh, it's a whole
Ugh!
issue.
This is the same guy! Okay. I guess I'll do this then.
Do you want my advice now or no?
No.
Okay. And then treat them that in return. It's just, I've also, like, I'm sure I'm not the only one with this issue. Standing up for yourself is like the hardest thing ever. Standing up for other people, easy peasy. But standing up for yourself, ugh, no, it's hard. Especially when it's something you're not used to having to do, or something that you've had bad experiences with in the past. People need to, like, stop being so, like, stinky, you know?
I'm dying.
Dying.
Why do they have a cut on
Lawyer's
their leg?
assistant. That's where I learned it, me and my mom. Oh, they do have a cut on their leg. On their lower part. Oh, that looks painful. Hal? Yes. I think you'd like Apothecary Diaries. Okay.
People keep saying that. It's like the anime of the time right now. Pretty sure.
Japanese light novels. It's a novel. Oh wait, no, it is an
It's
anime.
an anime.
Oh, I would. I've seen clips of this. I would like it. It looks good. I do want to watch it. They're using line of action is how they're getting all these poses. It's kind of a random image generator of like reference poses and stuff. Hold on. There it is. It's a novel, manga, and anime. So it was already pretty popular, I'm guessing. Wait, they've got a still life one as well, and environment drawing.
Yeah, they've got all
My
of
God. Yeah, this is also how they did
Definitely.
the feet. It was they have a hands and feet option, animal drawing option, faces and expressions, figure drawing, still life, environments. They got it all. Is it? Are they giving credits at the top?
Yeah, photo by Flash Studio. I don't know who the model is though. Unfortunate. Ugh.
Okay, so this is really interesting. You are very good at drawing from imagination.
Yeah.
Like
Not
I
as
feel
good
like
at
you're
drawing from references.
Yeah. But, like, that's strange because I feel like in order to draw from imagination, you gotta know what things look like normally. But you seem to have a better, like, idea of, like, proportion and stuff in your mind than though I guess there's, like, the benefit of, like, being able to cartoonify things, in imagination. So you kinda make your own rules for, like, how things
Proportions and
work.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. That's my issue, essentially. Um,
Will you take my suggestion now?
what is your suggestion?
Mouse 3 fingers. That's cartoon
That's a
rules.
choice. Yeah. What's your suggestion?
Use a bigger brush, one that has a lot of pressure sensitivity and doesn't have an opacity feature.
But I like this brush. This is my sketching brush.
Yeah, I know. But if you use a bigger brush that's more like a painting brush, you won't focus so much on the little details. You'll
But I
focus
want to
on the
focus on the little details a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but like I recommend trying to think of like the bigger, broader strokes of things for a moment.
I'm trying. Okay.
It would be easier to do that with a bigger brush.
Well, I don't want to. I like this brush.
Actually, I know that you can draw five fingers because you do it for like Dungeons and Dragons stuff. But when making the cartoon style, did you ever do five fingers? I can't even remember.
I did not.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You used to have like really thin arms. That's the one thing I remember.
Mm, hold on.
I like their tattoos.
My god, I keep making it bigger as it goes down, I feel like.
You might be doing that.
It's screwing me up in the long run. Cause I do the measurements in my head, like, oh yeah, it should fit here, and then I end up having to like make it smaller.
You can draw like a line for the top and a line for the bottom to start out with.
I don't know what you
And
mean.
then make the line of action in between the two lines.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you want me to do there.
You basically just draw like a start and end line.
Mhm.
Like it's like a little dash.
Hold on. I can't like understand anything right now.
That's fine.
Um,
Any other theories, How I was busy talking to teacher. You in class right now and you're like, yeah, I could be paying attention to this important stuff, but D&D theories. So Sprockets, I think this one was kind of, I made it clear during the session. Nah, I left. He ticked me off. Sorry. But, I think that Sprocket and Amira could potentially be a part of the same organization. I don't know what organization Amira's, a part of. But I don't know if Sprocket, I know you say you don't know that man. But he knows you. Who said she was a part of one? See, that's the thing. I think she did actually. She said that she was a part of like, or she was doing it as like a family business or something, looking for the star pieces for someone. She was working for someone. I swear that's something that was said. Maybe I'm wrong.
She was doing it for her dad, is what she said.
You're missing their dumpy. Put it back.
I am putting it back.
Sky's smug face. See, I think, throw it back, Mal. Wait.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Make a... You're missing the back of their head.
No, I'm not.
No, how it rounds into the neck. They look very flat.
Well, give me
Though
a
I
second.
think that's kind of a thing. Like, depending on how much, like, you were held as a baby, you will have, like, a flat back of the head or a round back of the head. Did you know that was a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, from what I know right now, Amir doesn't know Sprocket. I don't doubt that Amir doesn't know Sprocket. I think Sprocket might know Amira. Again, I don't know Amir's backstory. They could be a part of the same organization, and Amir is just not aware of Sprocket. You know? But Sprocket's aware of Amira.
Why are they barefoot on the wheelchair?
Why would you need shoes if you're not walking?
That's a good point. That's actually a very good point. Okay, let's see. Of course, I'm having to draw a gesture of a wheelchair as well now. So that's interesting.
I mean, it's basically a part of the body.
Yeah. Hence why I'm drawing it. But it's very difficult.
Actually, could
I'm
be.
very confused.
You saying I'm right about my theory? Because, again, I don't know how long Amira's been a part of this organization, but if she's been a part of it since she was, like, I don't know, a wee child, he could know Amira from when she was, say, like, a baby, and Amira wouldn't remember that because she was a baby. I could be wrong. Because, again, I'm not sure when Amira was a part of this organization. She might have joined it as an adult, and I'm super off, right? Because I interpreted when Sprocket and Amira first met, and he went, Amira. He does not know Child Amira. Okay. You know that for a fact somehow. See, that's strange. And if, like, Amira is a part of an organization, that, like, say, cares about her, maybe, then they could have maybe sent Sprocket to, like, help Amira? But I don't think that's right because he hasn't really shown any sort of like particular like special treatment of Amira. You know? We know Sprocket wanted to tell us something though. He wanted to tell us something. Or maybe Amira is like failing at her job to get the the star pieces so someone else is supposed to get them now and it's Sprocket. So just be better at your job. Wait, I'm maybe getting somewhere. I maybe am getting somewhere. I will be right back.
Don't leave me. I can't read chat and draw this fast at the same time. Please. Please don't hurt me. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Mouse stream indeed. Help me. It's got like this thing, this triangle bit here-ish. And it goes like that, and there's like a platform for the feet. Kind of goes like this. Oh god. Okay, there goes that. This is the same guy as this guy. This guy is the same. Oh my god, why do I have such a hard time estimating height? Ugh, Jesus. This is a Chat Noir-esque pose. Friggin'. It'll be okay, Mal. I promise. I don't know
What?
about that.
What's she not okay about? Why you think it won't? What's going on?
Hold on. Oh my god, I'm having issues. Oh, this is so bad. This looks so bad.
That's a very badly lit pose, I gotta say.
I know.
The face is entirely like shadowed and you can't really make out any of like the facial features. You, Hal, they're not okay, you can't help.
Uh,
I'm a problem? I'm the problem?
When are you not the problem? Is the question I have.
Shush, that's so needlessly mean.
Oh my god, I'm having issues. Ugh, give me a minute. I need to shrink it again.
I don't know how, there's a couple of clips to prove otherwise. Shush, shush, shush. We don't talk about the other times. Today's a new day. And so far, I haven't done that many things. Like, I'm basically like a butterfly. I've shed my skin. I'm a brand new person because it's been a day, you know? I think we do know. I recommend trying to do the fact you'd think butterflies shed skin. They shed their previous skin. Actually, I'm pretty sure the way butterflies work is that like when they're in their cocoons, they completely dissolve. Like the caterpillar inside like turns into like a soup and then becomes a butterfly.
So they like die and get reincarnated, I guess.
Yeah, basically. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be making stuff up because I do that sometimes, but I don't think I am. They become caterpillar soup and then turn to a butterfly.
Oh no, I'm
I think
lost
you're
my
insane. I'm
color.
looking this up. Okay. What happens inside a cocoon? The caterpillar is transforming into a new creature. Okay, I knew that. This requires that the old caterpillar body be broken down and turned to something new. This is something, think of it as insect recycling. Inside a chrysalis, a caterpillar's body digests itself from the inside out. Hold on. Yeah, the caterpillar's body liquefies and then reorganizes into the body of a butterfly. I'm right. Hal, it is way too nice outside to be streaming. It was not nice out this morning. I don't think it was that nice out this morning. I was walking and it was kind of cold. It wasn't like terribly cold, but I guess it was early in the morning. It's usually colder in the morning.
This
And
is the
don't be
same guy
telling me-
as these two. I'm not doing this one again.
It's like 70 degrees in February. This is nuts. No, it's not. Not over here, anyways.
A child. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna go like up, out, up,
How are you doing, Dad?
out. This child is very 90 degrees.
They're a gymnast, probably, or a dancer. Well, probably a dancer, actually.
Look at how angled they are.
Angled?
Look at how much, like, they're so very sharp angles.
He did say it's like 70 degrees. It's probably more like 50, you're right.
Oh my goodness.
Can we say photoshopped? Does look a little bit photoshopped, but also, no, that looks really
They're probably just a
actually.
contortionist.
No, it looks really off, skeletal wise. I mean, it could be. Kids are crazy flexible, but like, it kind of looks like they like did the liquefy right on her back. Cause the arch of her like chest to like stomach isn't the same as her back, right? That doesn't look right.
I mean, it's
My
because
Google
of
Home
her ribs.
speakers- I mean,
Her
no, I
ribs
know.
are there.
I
Kinda
know her
making it
ribs
a
are
little-
there. My Google Home speaker says 75. My PC says 70. Mine says, oh, I guess mine says 67. It feels colder out. I guess it's a bit windy over here. I think when it's windy out, it feels way colder than it is in reality. It also could just be because it was the morning when I went out and it's colder in the morning. I'm glad it's getting warm out though, because I'm going to take my botany class soon, which is like basically all you do in that class is walk around outside and identify plants. And that's like, sounds so relaxing. I can't wait to do that. Oh, how I figured out which one of us was right when Ace said one of our theories was right. I think it's you. I think it was you. I could be wrong. The sprocket collects star pieces. Yeah. I guess I did say that. I think I was like, oh, I think that's why he's there, because he said that he was. But we actually don't know that he had the star piece. He had something. We don't know for certain it's the star piece. That's an assumption. I think it's a correct assumption, but it's still an assumption, actually. I told you he'd been near multiple. Yeah. Suspicious. And also, star piece was in a storage closet. Yeah. He also was there for like some kind of specific reason, and he's proven that he can easily sneak in there and sneak out without being like caught at all.
I am improving by the second.
That one was a little bit better because you sketched out like the spine first by like doing those angles. So you had a bit of a like more of a size thing so you don't get bigger as you go. Because I think because you're drawing from top to bottom, you're running out of space. But if you did like the whole line first, to bet Amira doesn't know, she might actually kill him. Ooh. Interesting. Why? I need to know. Also, I thought of something because I was thinking about last night when someone said, like, oh yeah, Bo didn't tell anyone about, like, Uza's aura changing. And I was like, oh, you're right. I think the reason why is because I was planning on doing it after we left. But the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I realized I forgot something, like, really crucial. And so I'm going to say Bo didn't realize that he didn't put 2 and 2 together. That probably means Traven is dead. Like, it didn't click for Bo yet, but it might slowly start to click for him. Yeah, that pretty much Uza's aura's change confirms that Traven is dead for the party, or at least should hint at it. We don't know for certain, but if you told Amira she was going depresso again, maybe he won't. Actually, I was talking to you a little bit after stream, right, Mal? About,
Were
like,
you?
I think I was, because I was like,
dead tired, probably.
you might have forgot. But you don't, she'd be sad.
The
That's
same
all.
guy again! Get out of here! Okay, sorry. I'm not allowed to draw the same body type more than once, so, you know, if I have the same freaking model, that's not good. Okay,
I think it's interesting to think about that Calcule and Shao, who are like, I know Shao's not a god, but he works for a god. But Calcule is a god. And one of the gods, like he's one of the top, right? Couldn't do anything about Traven and B. Or the Fey Wilds. In fact, the Fey Wilds would have been destroyed if not for B and Traven's sacrifice. They saved their home. They saved the Fey Wilds. They saved an entire realm when a god could do nothing. And that kind of like clicked with me recently, and I was like, oh my god, wait a second, we're really powerful. Like, no kidding with the aura thing. If we can do something the gods can't do, and I think they said that, but for some odd reason it only clicked for me like last night. I was like, wait a minute. And that means we have the power to kill gods. Ooh. You're right. We do. So, Ares, time to kill your god.
I mean, that's what happened to Heronius, right? He was probably killed or corrupted
He was killed
by
he was
the
killed
other
or-
guy with the aura.
Oh my god, man. I did not put 2 and 2 together. You're right. No, that's exactly what happened. Duh. Oh my god, wait, so the guy with the evil aura is killing gods. Why?
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, apparently.
No, but why? Why would he be wanting to, what was the point of killing gods? Did he know that Heronius would strip Eris of her power? Or is he going after all good aligned gods? Because Heronius is good aligned, right?
Yeah. I think he's lawful good.
Doctor Logic, remake the world. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, did Heronius try to stop the aura guy, or did he attack Heronius unprovoked? Huh. Good thing Ace isn't here. Yeah, good thing. Because talking about theories. I don't know. It's suspicious. It's weird. Watch, he shows up right now. Nah. He's not showing up. That,
I don't want to hear it.
I mean,
I know.
you can have the box go off the screen. I know, I was waiting for the well. I do think that That's probably the BBG, is the guy with the evil aura. And you want to know something? I think could be very interesting. Oh, no. I think we might have to end up working with Lila for a common enemy. That box, the top of the box,
Shut
ends
up!
up at the shoulder.
I know.
Okay.
Goes way lower than this, I think.
Hold on. Am I cooking? Random theory. Okay. You're cooking.
I'm going crazy.
Actually, never mind. You can't do this to me, Sky.
I feel like I have the proportions right, but the box doesn't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You don't need to include the box. And you don't. The arm should be further away, is the issue.
Well, too late.
You also. Okay. Well. Ooh, I like that. That's a 90-degree pose. Well, it's not 90 degrees. It's a little bit less. I thought maybe Lila and Hope had a connection, but we know that isn't true. Well, I mean, it could be true this time. The story is a little different, right? But what I think is going to end up happening. Actually, we might end up working with Hope. Actually, I bet we are going to work with Hope because I really believe that we are the pearls. I really like that theory. Like, I like it a lot. So, you know, you and I both. So if we meet Hope and then what I think might happen that might change the story slightly is the Grandmaster situation, right? The guy who goes to kill Hope and kill everything is probably the guy with the evil aura, right? I don't think the Grandmaster is any of us. If it is any of us, though, it is Vale. 100%. Sorry, Vale. Okay? I think when we're fighting the evil aura thing, it might be a situation where we might kind of ish lose. Yeah, blame Vale? What, you think you're the Grandmaster? Amira's evil? She could be. I think Vale, he could very easily get corrupted. You know? I guess I could see, depending on what Amira does with the star pieces, she could kind of. I could see it happening, actually. If she's not careful, they might change her alignment. That doesn't look right.
It's fine. Promise.
Why do you think Amira wants the star pieces? Well, I believe what she told Bo was that she wanted to, like, put them somewhere safe, like protect things, you know? And that's why she didn't really want to go after them after she realized some of them were in very protected places already. Right? So I think she's going after them, not to, like, go after them, but, like, if she can get them, if she can easily get them, then that means they're not safe. If she can't easily get them, then they're safe. Right? Being a, like, master. Well, I don't know if she's a master thief, but I'm just gonna call her that. That's at least what I've always assumed, but I'm probably wrong. What do you think, Mal? Or do you know?
Why would I know?
Because you and Sky have talked about it before.
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
What?
Like I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. No, Mal knows why Amir is quote unquote religious. Oh, but not the star pieces. Okay. Interesting. I'm excited to get into everyone's stories. I really want to get into everyone's stories. You know? How many gestures have you done?
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you need to do one more. And then silhouettes.
Yeah.
If we go to one place, I'm excited because Amira will lose her mind. I don't want Amira to lose her mind. I remember there was this situation with the bells, and it made Amira a little bit panicked. I think a little
Oh,
bit.
yes, it's the muscle lady again.
Yo, that's an amazing pose, too.
Oh, I like this pose so much. It's too bad I suck at drawing. Ugh, God.
You're having a rough day today.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, the bells. Hey, we're all figuring out our fears. You're scared of bells. Bo is terrified of spiders. I think we all were terrified of spiders. We fought a demon. Oh, that's not scary. But spiders that we one-shot? That was scary. Mal, don't turn your frustrations inwards. Yeah, scream them outwards. Let them escape. You gotta scream, and it will help.
I'm focusing.
Okay.
I'm really trying my best to get this right. I think I'm doing all right so far.
Amir isn't scared of spiders. Bo was terrified. Bo was very much scared. I like to imagine that that's probably Eris's fear too because of your scream. That was, I think, the first and only time we will ever hear Eris scream of utter terror. I think that's funny. But Amir is more scared of what the bells mean rather than the bells themselves. I figured, but it's like, correlation. What's that one? Pavlov? A certain stimulus that you can like tie to something else. Actually, no, there's a different psychological experiment that's a little bit more similar. That has to do with like, oh look, this cute furry animal. Oh, is the little Albert experiment where they just played a very loud noise at the appearance of a small rodent or whatever. That would scare him, and then anytime he saw a rodent after, he'd be terrified. Psychological experiments are not
Probably
really
not.
ethical.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really bad psychological experiments, actually.
Oh my god. I'm doing it.
You're not
I'm
really drawing the way you usually draw. Is there a reason why?
I'm stressed.
Is that why?
I
Why
mean,
are you
like
stressed?
I can't draw quickly enough in the way I normally do.
But you do
I'm
draw
also
quick.
trying to copy the proportions of this.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
know.
different from how I normally draw.
Well, I mean, I still feel like if you drew the way you usually drew, that's at least a like base that you can work off of.
It's not that
I think-
easy, trust me. I would not be doing it like this if it was like more difficult.
You didn't try.
Because I can't. Ah! Wrong buttons. Everywhere, all the time. Please, please let me finish this.
Your tablet's gone.
It's not gone. Shut up. It's just invisible. Ugh. I think that's okay-ish. It's probably not the best, honestly. Could have probably been way better.
I think it probably would have helped to take a little bit of my advice. I can look at like bigger brushes because I do think that would help you a lot. Because I think your bigger brushes would force you to like, yeah, be more gestural. You having a thin brush is forcing you to sketch. A gesture isn't a sketch. I think that's your biggest issue. A gesture is, whoa, what?
Am I not doing very well? I feel like I'm doing alright.
You're doing all right, but I think that the reason for your frustration and like some offness is that you're not being super gestural about it. Because I remember before you told me that one thing that you wish you had with your art style was that you could be more loose. One of your strengths is that you're really good at getting something good the first time, but gesture is like all about getting it wrong the first time.
I don't know what you mean.
It's supposed to be loose. It's supposed to be not correct, but get the general vibe.
Am I not doing that? I feel like I'm doing that.
You're basing it off of shapes. A gesture is more lines.
Am I not doing?
These are
that's
sketches.
why I'm not doing it how I normally do. Because it's based off of lines, and I'm drawing the lines.
You're drawing the shapes.
I am drawing the lines.
I'm saying if you did a larger brush and did the lines, they would make the arms. You wouldn't draw like the shapes around the lines that you did for the arms. The line itself would be the arm.
I don't want to do it like that.
You don't have to. You already did the 10 gesture drawings. But I am saying part of the reason for your frustration is probably because the way you are drawing isn't typical of gesture drawings.
But like when you're in art class and you're doing
art, use a stick of vine charcoal.
See, that's not how I ever did it.
That's because you never took. That's because you never took figure drawing.
But when I was doing observational drawing, we had gesture drawings there too.
That's a little bit different. With because that's more about placement. Figure drawing and figure gesture drawing is more about getting the general like vibe. It's not super focused on placement. It has a little bit of focus on placement, but this is really cool. I like the morph suit.
I think I'm doing this very well. I think I'm doing this really badly.
For the silhouette, it probably helps to not have an opacity. That also is a very closed off silhouette, that it's not a very good silhouette.
It's literally meant to be a silhouette.
No, I'm talking about the pose. The pose is not the best for trying to get a silhouette because of how closed off it is.
But it's literally meant to be a silhouette. That's what I'm saying. The pose.
I know.
It's made to be this way.
What do you mean?
Like, the person isn't in a morph suit for no reason. It's clearly to help with silhouettes.
No. No. The person's in a morph suit to disguise their identity.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. If it was a silhouette, they'd be backlit. Because that would be an actual silhouette.
Well, I'm doing it like this. I don't think this is how you're actually supposed to do silhouettes.
You're supposed to do silhouettes with the lasso tool.
What? No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Or with a completely opaque brush. It's more actually kind of like...
part of the reason why I wanted to draw with a smaller brush is because when I'm drawing with a bigger brush, I want to draw big. And I don't like drawing big.
Well, that's why I wanted you to have a big brush with, like, a lot of pressure sensitivity. So you could go with big strokes first, and then... Also, I wouldn't be afraid of erasing. Because you can use erasers to carve out shapes as well.
I mean, you say that like I'm not done with the gesture drawing part. No, I can't erase, because then, I mean, I'm just coloring it in anyway.
Well, I mean, for the silhouette, you definitely can still erase.
What do you mean?
It's more to carve things out.
But
like, I went too thick.
I'm confused.
The eraser can be as much as a shape tool as the marker.
Okay. Here's what I think the silhouette is supposed to be, okay? I think it's supposed to be, right? I'm tracing, like, the outside lines.
Yeah, that's why people use the lasso tool for it.
What? But the lasso tool's hard. I'm not using the lasso tool.
It's sort of like, you know that one brush you see sometimes people use where it's like blacks out as you go? It's like a pinwheel almost.
Oh man, I can't do that.
What on the earth are you doing?
I'm trying to do... Never mind, it's fine. I don't know. Hard. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to erase this one.
What?
Because I think I did it wrong.
Well, you can do silhouettes by coloring it in as you go, and that's the way I would actually suggest you do it.
But I don't know if that's
But
what I
you'd
want
have
to do.
use... Okay.
Like, I feel like I'm not learning anything.
You said that about the feet, but you improved over time. I think you're impatient. I think that's the problem. Because you don't like being, like, not the best at things.
I'm not sure what I want to do.
You racked the cyprin.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
A silhouette is a closed shape.
Just trying my best. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, though. Like, I don't know how I want to do it.
I've told you different ways to do it. You're just not listening.
I don't know what I want to do, though.
Use a fully opaque brush. that doesn't have that much texture because you want to rely on like the sharpness of everything. You know?
Like this?
I can't tell because I think so. Because there's an ad, so I can't see, but I think that's right. But because of
I
silhouettes,
don't want to do it like
you're
this
trying to
though.
get like this sharp. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm saying if you want to avoid frustrations, it would be a big help.
This is going to frustrate me more.
How do you know you haven't tried?
So I can tell.
Yeah, but you're already frustrated, so.
What in the world? God.
What?
What is this John Cena looking
Whoa!
man?
John Cena? That looks nothing like John Cena.
I don't know what John Cena looks like.
Why do you think that looks like John Cena?
Muscular.
That's it?
Yeah?
Negative shapes are a really big benefit here. 'Cause if you look at the negative shape between his head and arm, that can help you get the silhouette.
It's not helping. Don't know what I'm doing.
I do think those negative shapes are helping.
Doesn't feel like it is.
Why?
I'm mad.
Welcome back, Sky. I know you're mad. Breathe.
No.
See?
I
I
don't
think
know
that
what
looks
I'm
a lot
doing.
better. Anywho, we are jumping Sprocket, right? I think Sprocket's not a bad guy. I trust Sprocket, weirdly. I think this, I don't know. Weirdly. Well, actually, I don't know, because he was like, I'd argue otherwise. Yeah, of course you would. See, I feel like Sprocket is, well, that one cutscene, he was talking with Glum, and Glum was like, "You gonna tell him, boss?" And I don't know if that's because Glum's a sweetheart and like doesn't understand that maybe Sprocket's evil or something. That would be a very difficult pose to silhouette.
Yeah, I know.
Simply because, like, if you did silhouette that, it would not come off as a clear pose. I
I'm gonna
would
do it
skip this
anyway.
one. Well, okay. You're not going, it's not going to look like anything. Because if you blur your eyes, because that's a good way to, like, start to silhouette something, because it gets rid of all the, like, recognizable facial features. You can't, there's nothing You gotta ask Sprocket where he comes from. I think Sprocket comes from all over. I think there's a lot with Sprocket. I think Sprocket is probably wanted in like 49 states and has been arrested in at least 20 of them. That sounds like Sprocket. So I think wherever he's from, he probably isn't welcome, you know? What do you think? Me? I'm mostly asking Mal, but I think they're too focused. But what do you think as well? Do you think Sprocket is... He probably wouldn't be welcome wherever he's from.
I've already done you. Guess I
can
haven't
do 'em
already
again.
done you, but you have the same body. I've already done you.
What?
The body types, Hal.
They don't have similar body types, though. What?
They do. This one's new.
That's not a silhouette.
What do you mean?
If Sprocket comes from one country in particular, gloves stay on. If not, Amir's jumping him. One country in particular? I didn't know that Amira had such opinions about where we're from. Maybe I won't tell Amira where I'm from. Clearly, she's got...
Pretty sure Amira already
Opinion.
knows that.
Where's Bo from? You probably do know.
The Elven
Because he
Empire,
definitely...
right?
No, you don't speak. I'm asking Sky.
Hmm.
No, it's because of the origin of her info on the star piece. Oh. Hmm. If he's from that country, he's fine. Oh. If not, gloves off. I think it would be actually a little bit hilarious if we see Sprocket again. And Amira just jumps him, no questions asked, and like not even like telling the rest of the party what's wrong, just jumps him. I think that would be very funny. Knowing Sprocket's character, he might sort of deserve it. Also, I don't know if you saw what Uzo was saying about Amira and Vale. It was really funny. And I know if Amira saw, Uzo would be dead. I think if Vale saw, Uzo would be dead. I don't think anyone saw except for Bo. It was in the chat. Well, I'm not saying. Share? I'm not doing it. Did you see, by the way, Mal,
No.
what Uza and Bo are talking about?
I think you were just talking about the harem, right?
No. Then die with Sprocket. I accept this death. Uza doesn't understand all the party dynamics and kind of misunderstood Amira and Vale's
Oh,
relationship
I did
with
see
each
that,
other.
yeah.
Excuse? That's what I'm saying. I was like, I think Bo's response was, if either of them heard you even say that you thought that, you'd probably be dead. And he was like, they can try. Vale's, I do not think is into women. So Vale would be like, what? And Amira, I do not think is into Vale. He said, the only people I've seen fight like that are siblings or lovers. And they said they weren't siblings, so I do think they have a sibling dynamic though. I actually Amira would gag. I know she would. Yoga poses are really handy, I think, for like trying to get these like poses and stuff down.
Mm.
I'm so sad. Why? That you missed that? Oh, bought a charger for my phone. Oh, does it not work? Does it not fit? It's the wrong charger. I wish that I feel like chargers should be universal. I don't know why there's different shapes. I can understand for like a piece, not PC, but like a charger for your laptop versus a charger for your phone being different. But like it's different between brands, which is dumb. You know? And then some it's different between like generation. All phones should have one charger, basically. I mean, chargers got better over the years, so I understand why they haven't like stuck with some, but like you know. The back of the head definitely has volume. I think you underestimate the roundness of the back of the head. Either of you ever own a MP3 player that wasn't an iPod? Nope. Well, no, I had a Zune. I would say a Zune. I think a Zune counts, right?
Mm.
A Zune definitely counts. Wonderful. My dad was obsessed with Zunes. He had like, I don't know, 15. I
I don't
don't know
want to do
why.
this anymore.
You had 5? Did you say you don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah. So tired.
You can stop if you want.
But I
You
haven't
seem like you're
finished.
having a
I'm
hard
almost
time.
done.
Okay. Some of those had wacky proprietary charging cables. Proprietary? You also have the tablet gone.
Where did it go? I didn't press anything.
Well, I guessing you hit the reset button.
What is the reset button? Why is it so easy to press accidentally?
I don't remember. I remember the weird trapezoid charger. I don't remember that. I'm not saying it didn't exist, because it probably did. And I probably used one before. I just don't remember it. Like,
I'm not pressing this on accident. I don't know how it's happening.
Are you bumping into the Stream Deck?
No, it's very far away. Whatever, I'm changing the remove hotkeys to a different thing. Hopefully I won't press it on accident. I'm so tired.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
You were tired yesterday, too. You slept all day yesterday, actually. That's probably your problem.
It's not always sleeping. I was laying in bed, just like doing things.
Sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping. Ugh, dying.
It's like the normal USB charger, but thicker and the sides are indented. Wait, I think I do remember actually having a charger like that. Now that you mention it. Hold on. Yeah, no, I've definitely used those before. It's kind of weird that chargers, like... I don't know how... I actually don't know, like, the science behind chargers and, like, what makes them good versus bad versus whatever. Ooh, that's already looking like a really good start. Wattage? But what makes a shape better? Like... Or is it... Well, I'm assuming it's the shape that becomes, like, more efficient. Right?
Why would you think it's the shape?
Well, because why bother changing the way the cable looks? Oh, no, it doesn't. Then why bother changing the way the cable looks? Just update the parts inside of it. Why change the way it looks? Right? So you're saying this whole time we could have one universal charger. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like literally, if the shape of the charger doesn't matter, why have different shapes? That seems goofy. Because technology adapts and the plug could be made less bulky, but a lot of the plugs have become more bulky. I mean, not really, but they make them only work for their thing to make you pay for a new one when it breaks. Yeah. There's no good reason for that. That's actually really annoying because I feel like
Causes a lot of waste.
that shouldn't be, yeah, allowed. That shouldn't be like, that's a bad business practice. By all accounts, if you're a business that does that, your like customer base should be like, ugh, no, that's inconvenient. I'm not doing that. Look, that one looks so good. Look at that one. Do you see that? That looks like a perfect silhouette. Look at that. You did it.
I'm not pleased.
Why? How many more silhouettes do you have to do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 4.
Oh, and Hal? Yes. Mal, tag your no tag backs.
Okay.
They did that last time. Last time you tagged me, I tagged Mal, and their response was, okay. That's it. Just okay. And I was like, who are you? You would think so, yes. Sony started it. Apple followed them 1,000%, and other companies followed to try and get it on the gravy train. See, so like if they're all doing it, then the only thing the customer can do is just like live with it. That's wrong. Hey Mal, pass it along, greedy companies. It's So, but it kind of makes me wonder. So, I have a theory about like the universe and stuff, actually. I think it's really interesting the way some things have been recently. Um, like for example, I remember complaining a lot about like, oh god, there's all these like live action things that are in sequels that are coming out that are unnecessary, and I feel like there hasn't been a fresh, brand new story in a very long time. It feels like there's all the stuff that's happening are sequels and remakes and live action remakes and stuff like that. I haven't watched the Avatar: Last Airbender live action yet, but I'm trying to convince my dad to watch it because he refuses to watch the cartoon version. And I think Avatar: Last Airbender is so good and he would love it. He refuses to watch it, but he likes the live action remake of One Piece, and he wouldn't have watched it if it was an
Yeah,
anime.
because he literally has a thing against anime. He refuses to watch it no matter what.
So, I'm not sure how good the Avatar: Last Airbender live action is. I've heard mixed things. Um, but I would like him to watch it so that I can then maybe be like, "Oh, you wanna see the cartoon version?" You know?
See, the thing is, I would like to know which one is like objectively better so you can watch that one first, you know? Because I feel like it would be really annoying to watch like the worst
You
version first.
He needs to shush. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. There's different genres, father. If you keep watching superhero shows, someone will say, "Well, they all do the same thing." So when you watch only one genre, you're gonna get that one genre. So yeah, there's gonna be some similarities there. Anime is a medium, not a genre. Exactly, exactly, exactly. You liked My Hero Academia.
No, he
He
didn't.
like
He hated it.
what?
He hated My Hero
Nuh-uh. No,
Academia.
he kept asking when we were gonna watch it again. So,
Probably because he liked the bonding, not the show.
mm-hmm. He has he has a Himiko, or actually I stole Himiko back. But there was a Himiko in his background, so I'm just saying. I think he's just embarrassed that, to like anime. Because he liked the live action One Piece, and I think he'd like the anime.
You want to know what he didn't like? He didn't like the intro song for Scott Pilgrim because it was in Japanese.
Crazy. I'm saying if you watched Avatar: Last Airbender, which that's not even really an anime.
I forgot to record the time lapse. Crap.
It's fine.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Oh, doggy.
I've already drawn this person once, but I think it was only once, so it's fine. Ugh, I'm dying. I don't feel very good. I think I'm
Are
sick.
you sick?
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. What did you get? How'd you get sick?
I don't know.
Everyone is getting sick, yeah. My friend, we were supposed to work on something this weekend together, but I had to do it on my own because she had COVID. So she had to, like, quarantine at home, so I did everything myself. Yeah, but not a lot because He-Man was terrible, but I watched a lot of Transformers and G.I. Joe. You should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. I swear, I promise to you, it's good. You'd like it. It's all I want for you to watch. You're old school like my dad. My dad is old school. But that's because he's old. Mal needs to watch Dune Part 1 with me when they're done streaming.
I'm not doing that.
I was about to say, I think you're gonna have to try and convince them. Careful, Hal, you're getting old too? Shush. It's actually kind of funny. So I'm older than like most of my friends, and they never realize it. You're an adult now? You should, Mal, it's great. If you're
What
not
is
feeling
it about,
good,
though? I'm not gonna watch something if I don't know anything about it. That's just not how my brain works.
but I was talking with like some of my friends a couple days ago. We were like doing like Valentine's for each other, basically. And one of the people was someone I've never met before, and we were like getting to know each other. And she was like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm 20. I'm almost 21." And all of my friends turned around and went, "20? 20?" So yeah. It's about people fighting over spice. And also there's giant space worms.
Sounds like Voltron mixed with Food Wars or something. I don't know what Food Wars is, honestly. I don't know what it's about. So I should probably not make that claim.
Isn't there a video game called Dune? Maybe right? Maybe
Walk
not.
without rhythm. It won't attract the
Maybe I'm
worm.
just crazy. Part 2 comes out in a few days, and I want to rewatch the first one. Spend time with Dad.
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at all. Not one bit.
You're picking some of the. It's got Zendaya in it.
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
I mean, I don't care.
I like Zendaya. What's wrong with Zendaya?
Nothing. I just don't care for her.
Wow. We grew up watching Shake It Off, and you're gonna sit here and say you don't like Zendaya? Kind of reminds me of Tremors from what y'all are describing.
I'm so tired.
I still need to watch that. I haven't watched any of these things. I'm not a big movie person. And when I do watch movies, I usually watch, ooh, get pretty. Most of the movies I watch are animated, so I tried watching it, but my siblings wouldn't let me. They all kept screeching. Tremors is more of a horror movie. Dune is more sci-fi. I feel like I've heard of Dune before, and I have no idea why. I'm probably from Dad talking about it, actually. I need to change my music. I'm playing, like, sleepy music. Does anyone else, like, listen to music before trying to go to bed? I listen to a lot of things before trying to go to bed. I have to change it up. Otherwise, my brain gets a bit too used to it, and then I can't trick myself anymore. You know? Gotta sneak up on my brain. Actually, I was talking to my mom a couple days ago, and I think she's kind of lost it. I love her to death, but she's been going crazy about castor oil. You know what crazy movie, what classic movie I used to love? Ridic. I've never seen that one. One of my favorite movies is Lemonade Mouth. That's what I would consider a classic movie. It's not, but it's classic to me. My dad got me into those movies. I guess one of the movies that my dad got me into that I loved is like probably Scott Pilgrim. The Chronicles of Riddick was also a very good video game. The video game is awesome too, yeah. I have never played. Okay, wait, actually, Dad. Okay, okay. There's a little bit of one thing that I think would be kind of interesting to see the live action of. Maybe you would hate the game, Hal. Okay, I wonder if a Monkey Island movie would be any good. Riddick is Vin Diesel, Hal. Really? It's called Pirates of the Caribbean. That's not Monkey Island. Monkey Island is very different. Just because they both have pirates in it doesn't make them the same. It's not, but Monkey Island influenced it. Oh, really? I love the movies, and one of them has like a cute alien puppy. I love the puppy. They've tried to make a Monkey Island movie before, but it never got off the ground. No. But a real Monkey Island movie would be a dream come true for me. I know it would be a dream come true for you. That's why I mentioned it. Because they recently had a brand new Monkey Island game that was, from what you told me, very good. Michael J. Fox would have been the perfect Guybrush. I just feel like
this looks so bad.
I just feel like this has been an interesting predicament. So I haven't really enjoyed having like live actions, but I think live actions might be kind of helping cinema right now. Michael Cera would be the perfect Guybrush? Nuh-uh. I disagree with that. I feel like Michael Cera's too awkward. I mean, I know Guybrush can be a little awkward, but like I feel like Michael Cera's too awkward. No. He also looks too young. The perfect Guybrush. Insane. Whoa! Oh, is that the alien puppy? It is kind of cute. Isn't Guybrush voiced by... Oh, what's his name? The guy in The Hobbit. What's his name? He also played Wirt. What's his name? How did you ever see the game I played last night? No, I didn't. I kind of went to bed really early. I'm on the verge of giving up. I think that you just gotta stretch it out. Weird hyena jackal dog. Guybrush is voiced by Dominic Armato. Really? Okay, then I'm totally wrong. Why aren't you talking? I think that you're tired. I think that maybe you're
tired.
sick. I think that's not helping you.
I'm not getting any better.
I think if you selected it and stretched it out, that would actually make a huge improvement.
What did you say?
Select it and stretch it up.
Ugh.
And then from there, you could probably erase some stuff and fix it.
I don't want to fix it. I want to be done.
You can be done. You could maybe try this again, like when you're feeling less sick as well.
I want to finish it.
You can be finished.
But I have like 2 more to do, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 1 more to do.
Then you do the one more. Ooh. Ooh. Yoga for the rescue.
Ah, every time.
But what's the game you played last night, Dad? Because I didn't get a chance to see it. Um, maybe take a COVID test, by the way.
Not right now.
Well, after stream, I mean. Because if you're not feeling good, that could be why. It's going around. It's making its times.
I think I just haven't slept well.
Why haven't you slept well?
I don't know.
Are you sleeping in my bed or your bed?
Your bed.
Try changing the angle of it.
I have.
Well, then I have no idea. Is something stressing you out?
Just not sleeping well.
Are you having nightmares?
No.
I have nightmares.
Just I can't sleep.
Still probably might help to take a COVID test. Try playing white noise. I think white noise makes anyone go to sleep. But I'm the type that needs noise to go to bed. You know?
Done.
You're done. Et voila.
Let me go to bed now.
Yeah, I can trade someone.
I have to draw them still.
You don't have to.
I want to though. Unless we read someone that we've already rated. In that case, I won't feel bad.
Oh wait, have we rated this person before? Oh dang, we haven't, and I kind of really want you to rate. uh, we could do Rose's roundtable again, if you want.
I liked that person. They were very nice.
Do you want to raid them?
Sure. What should I show them though? Cause they ask for art, and I don't want to just show them my
do your
crappy.
second image of Eris, the newer one.
Okay.
Sorry for the shorter stream. I can't do the raid. You have to do
Oh,
it.
yeah. Right. How long was? Oh my god! It's only been an hour and a half. What?
Yeah, you're tired.
Feel bad now.
Just go to bed. If you're not feeling well, you're not feeling well.
How do you spell their name?
Roses Roundtable.
Any weird capitalization and
No?
Roses. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm having
Did
a
it
day.
work?
No,
Did it
hold
go
on.
through? There you go. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us. Sorry for the shorter stream.
I'm having a day. I'm sorry.
I hope y'all have a good week and we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.